Do you have any hopes for tomorrow's summit?
So my take on what is happening with Egypt and the Trump's plan is perhaps a little bit different than what I've heard thus far from very many analysts. First of all, I see in the Trump administration an excellent opportunity to really reorganize the region in a manner that is more conducive to people who want to live, who sanctify life and so on, and to go ahead with cooperation and prosperity rather than terrorism and death. And to that end, there needs to be something very, very specific and systematic done, and that is to take care of the education system, the incitement and the indoctrination in the Gaza Strip, in Judea and Samaria, in Jordan and in Egypt. And that has not been demanded of any of those entities and countries ever. That's number one. Number two, I personally don't think that it's the correct way to deal with the situation to remove the Gazan population to either Egypt or Jordan, for the simple reason that, first of all, Egypt is absolutely hysterically in a panic attack because of this, because they know what it means to have Hamas and Gazans in their territory.
Well, we've seen them building up their military in the Sinai.
Well,
over many years, but most
are in an absolute panic attack from this thing.
That's what you're hearing from Egyptians.
But not only that. In fact, the Egyptians, if we move the Gazans towards the Sinai Peninsula, what are we doing? We're moving the problem from one border of Israel to another border. And the Egyptians are in a panic attack and building, not because of that, but because of different reasons, the military power in the Sinai Peninsula. But what about Jordan? Jordan, that is so fragile, that has 70% Palestinians anyway, that are undermining and working to undermine the current leadership in Jordan. We need more Palestinians to move from the Gaza Strip to Jordan so that they're on our 330-kilometer border with Israel? No, but
it would just create additional security challenges for Israel.
Exactly. Not only for the Hashemite kingdom and for the Egyptian regime, but also for Israel. What would be the solution? And I know it's a little bit out of the radar screen. Qatar. Qatar has been funding, supporting, encouraging the Hamas.
And they have the infrastructure
forever.
For the World Cup.
They have the infrastructure, they have the money, and nobody can tell me they don't have the area, the land, because their land is 30 times at least bigger than the Gaza Strip. So by all means, that would be a perfect solution, encouraging the Gazans, and I'm sure many of them would be delighted to live like the leadership of the Hamas in a more prosperous country such as Qatar, rather than in the Gaza Strip with the Hamas ruling them and making their lives quite miserable.
Right, and according to the polls we've seen, some Palestinians in Gaza would be happy to move, but as you say, they're not interested in moving to a country that is poorer than the one they're currently in. They want to move somewhere that would be better.
And those countries are not happy to have them. Now, obviously, Qatar will not gladly welcome them and accept this solution, but neither is Egypt nor Jordan. The question is, what leverage will the United States use in order to make this possibility a reality?
All right, Ruth, thanks very much. Ruth